Good morning, sports fans. Well, it's been a while. It's been a bit since we played some cards, but it kind of works out. I mean, got another 3 hours of waiting around for so this one. Here we go. Good. It's been well. WoW is resetting, right? WoW is doing its thing, and they're going to be offline for about 7 hours, 8 hours. Um, yeah, something like that. So we're going to play a little bit of poker today. I haven't been playing more poker of late. I haven't been streaming as much. Just I'm starting to get busy. It's kind of a rainy day. It's going to be rainy for the next week or so, which is not good. But so we got a little bit of jazz music playing in the background, a little quiet. Turn a little bit here. There we go. There we go. Turn around just a little bit here. Um, yeah. Let's see if we've got one more over here because this is what we're looking for. This has got to be a bot, right? It's got to be a bot. We'll get rid of this one. And then we need a duplicate here. This is going to be that one. There we go. Yeah, so welcome. Your new C-Mode. Go Flames, go. Well, I guess we're going. Gotta go with it, right? So we just jammed on that one. This one we bet 80% pot or something like that, 75% pot, whatever that number is. I do believe that the very best way to play is just straightforward, right? Um, at, at, at most levels. People are not sophisticated enough to get all fancy and shit. And fancy play just usually costs you on these things, so just play your hand straightforward. Okay, what's this one? Oops. Oh, this is the emoji that I have. That's what this is. Right. We're just getting out of the way of this one. Let's put a little bit of this one in there. I got no qualms of saying that I'm from Calgary, nor that I support. What is this one? It's 18. Yeah, and this is why you leave this, right? He min raised, and then this guy came over top, and we folded raise 9 because it's such a bad hand. You're gonna get in trouble with that stuff. Oh, we got moved. All right, so we got moved on this one. This is our this tournament. Oops, no, that's not the right one. That's the wrong one. All right, we're just trying to find out where we're at. Where is? Should be this one, right? There we go. Okay. Let's mute that. We got this one muted as well. This is just looking at engagement. There we go. Yeah. So we made some changes, some lifestyle changes as well, as it were. 1 second here. Yeah, I ran a 5K some time ago. This one right here. Ran a 5K, trained for 3 days, ran 5K. Said, fuck it, let's go. And just about died. It was awesome. Because I'm running a Mrs. Frostmage's nephew and his girlfriend are running a half marathon in September. And so I had some illusions of grandeur. That's what I'm trying to say, of running with them. So I've been taking up some training and some running to do that. So long distance running is a thing that I used to do when I was a kid. I loved it, and then I just changed sports. I went into a different sport, and then I spent the next 20 years doing that, more or less. $15 years, something like that. Anyway, and then obviously I was training for a triathlon. Well, not obviously. I was training for a triathlon prior to COVID. Mrs. Frostmage has run an Olympic distance triathlon, and I wanted to be supportive, right? And show it doesn't matter how old we are, how old we get, we can do these things, right? Let's get into this. So I started training for that, and I did a try, which is just like a mini triathlon. Swim, I think 500 meters, and then bike. What I thought was like a 10K, which was really a 15K. That was a bit painful. And then run a 3K or something like that. It's Yeah, that would have sucked. Oops, we're on this table here. This guy's just calling all sorts of shit. He may still call here, but he hasn't missed a hand. We're gonna start pounding that guy for playing that shit. Anyway, and so I'm not a very good swimmer. I was always told I was a good swimmer, but it turns out I'm not a very good swimmer. So I took some lessons and went to. There's a Y just over here by my house. So I took some lessons and started swimming and learned how to be a better swimmer. Yada yada yada. And based on the time that I had figured out, when the four of us, because we ran in a group of four, when the four of us got together in the pool in my grouping, we all discussed times. I said, "This is my time," and everyone said, "Holy smokes, that is like really fast. How about you go in the pool first?" So it was 2 men and 2 women, and I was the youngest of the group. The 2 women lapped me, so I left the pool first. They lapped me, and so I was the third one out of the pool. And I ran down to where the bikes are, I jumped on the bike, and I pedaled my little butt. As it turns out, the bike is only this long. I'm like, but isn't it supposed to be this? It doesn't matter. You're in the race. Just put your head down and get to it. So then I lapped one of these women that beat me out of the pool. The little lady in front of me, she got up on the. Oh, I would have hit that shit. She was up on the racetrack because it was an indoor, and I ended up lapping her. It was awesome. So it was good, right? And it was good try. So I came first out of my grouping. As Mrs. Frostmage says, it's you're like, I'm a really fast runner. As it turns out, it is. So COVID hits. I take some time off. I don't work out. I don't do shit for 3 years. And then my good friend Jimmy and Pam. Jimmy, he runs races all the time, and he says in October of last year, "Hey, we should run this race next September, like in 51 weeks from now." I said, "Yeah." "Okay, what is it?" "It's a 5K." Like, dude, I'm not training for a year to run a 5K. This is not happening. This was on a Friday night. On Sunday, so I haven't worked out in 3 years. On a Sunday, I haven't worked out in 3 years. 2 days after Jimmy says, "Let's run this race," I go out and I run 4.3K, 4.4K. That's outside of our house here. We live along the river. And so there's a net pathway. You just run, right? It's awesome. Run that in about 32 minutes. In a 5K, it's about 32 minutes is what I was running it. So I ran the whole thing in that time. It's great. It's awesome. And that was without any training in 3 years. So now I'm training with Jimmy a little bit more, and we're doing these slower, just log miles type run. Get the heart going, get the legs pumping, and then we're doing some sprints and some lengths. Run fast, runs really fast, run slow, things like that. Doing lots of those. This is just lots and lots of folding, right? This is what we do here. There's nothing to play. There's nothing to see. There's nothing to do. But because it's kind of rainy, I'm actually going to go for a run, probably about 7 o'clock tonight. See what Jimmy's up to. Oh, man. So I'm not very good at poker. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to see how we do and continue on. We're just folding over and over and over because we just don't have any hands. Right? Can't be confirmation bias. Right? Can't just play hands just because. So, I mean, even though I had pocket threes here before and it goes runner. Let's see. That's a good fold. Even though it goes runner, straight, and I would have won. To get to that point, I would have been out a whole bunch of times. Over here. Is one of those things as well. But we're totally ready. We just jammed on this one for sure. So we got called. I'm not sure why he did that, but we're going to get all of those chips. That's good. We went to 12 here. We're going to get all these ones as well. That's a good raise. We'll take the 3 bigs. Move on to the next one. So the setting here, right? I've got 4 different table. This is just a regular tournament. This is after the rebuy period is done. This is when you make the money, and this is the final table. So this is what my tracking system is for different tables. What is this tournament? Okay, so this one is, yeah, there we go. There's 10 out of 50, or 10 tickets get 55-cent ticket. I'm 7th out of 31 players, so we got to lose 20, and we have to maintain our position. So we got to be still continue keeping some of the aggressive, but these guys are just going to start dropping off here like right away. What do we got down here? Yeah, let's see, 6.5 big, so it's $1,000 is 500. 1,000 looks like the blinds. One guy's at 3,200, so he's out. Bozy. I mean, they're just going to drop right off here, like really quick. Let's come over to this one, see what we got here. Oh, we got to run an ad break. I'll be right back. What's over on this side? We flop an open ender. But I mean, we just can't play, right? With 3 players, I mean, you just can't take that risk on this. I mean, I'm not sure what we're doing with this. Let's take a little bit of a risk on it. No, we need a 9 there. This is what it is. Yeah. Oh, we like this. Here's the board. Thank you. So that's what I said. We're just getting, oops. We're just getting rid of people right away. I'm not sure why they think that those are good hands, but is what it is. Just keep going. Keep trudging along. Just having a little coffee. I'm not sure. This is not it. Because now this guy's just going to c-bet here, right? Bet 6, which is half the pot. Oh, it's so nice. It's so just relaxing. Some music in the background. Oh, ow, oh, 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 oh. I just tweaked a muscle in my back as well. Well, I can't. I'm not going to lie. If I hit either one of these 2 cards, I'll have to jam. I didn't hit either one, right? We're in 3rd place now, right? Of 24. Right? We just need to cruise into 1st place plays the exact same amount as 10th place. So we just need to cruise into it. What would happen if I had jammed on this guy? Calling off with the 7s. But of course you have to have it there, right? It's better just to check, check, check all the way around and wait for shitiots like that to do that. Okay, let's keep going here. Let's see what other tournaments we can get ourselves into. Oh, okay. So this is a $1.10 tournament. We're stepping up our. Well, we're taking one or two shots a day at bigger tournaments. What's this? Oh, 50K. Oh, we're going to get in this one for sure. This is 7 Max Turbo. So Max Turbo, it's a 55er. How many people are in this one? 21. So we got the third table going on. Let's go find this one. This is the 55 Max. There we go. So you can see that we got 3. Alrix, welcome in, youngster. How you doing? It just checking out the WoW, right? WoW is at least another 3 hours going on here. We could be could be a while. I love it. So I gotta do something in the meantime. So we're gonna play some poker today. Hmm. I might need another coffee there. Yeah, that is what you would expect, right? He backs into the king there. He's on a flush draw. I mean, it doesn't matter what is happening there. He's just backing into that. So just keep going. This is what it is. Jam, he may or may not call, but that's not going to happen. What do we got over here? Oh, no, what we need to do is give this one. There's a shout out. Go check out Elrex TV. He's he and his brother uh, play World of Warcraft. Uh, he's and I'm not gonna lie. Oh, here's that king. Here's that King 10 again. King 10 suited. Uh, Elrex is the carry for Faz. Fazgaz has jazz. You love that cup, right? That's awesome. Whenever Faz needs to get through his 25s, he calls up Elrex, and Elrex does his business for him, helps him out. Don't tell Faz I said that though. He'll never get me into a key again. Anyway, oh, it's a 5 minute break. I didn't realize it was a 5 minute break. You know what I'm going to do? You're welcome. You're welcome, youngster. It's nothing to it at all. I am going to get another coffee, and I'm going to have get some water. So we are on like a 3 or 4 minute delay. So just it's just part of business. It is what has to happen, what has to get done. Now we're going to get stuck into this one. Right? Because we called because we had overcards, and now this hits, right? So now we got a gut shot 6. We have 2 overcards that could be good. We need a 6 here or a king. That's really the cards we're looking for. But hey, this guy has to jam here, right? That's why he went all in with that. And we're going to make a disciplined fold here. Yeah. All right. Let's take a quick couple minute break. We got a 5 minute break. I'll be back in 3 minutes less. Right back. All right, welcome at it. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Excuse me. Elrex says, real poker just for fun. This is real poker. Yeah, this is for real cash. This is a $1.10 buy-in. First place is about $60, $58. 30 first place is getting $4, right? What's on? Oops. That's this one. This one here is 10 people get a satellite. I'm in 9th place out of 20th. We get a ticket and we'll buy into another tournament with that one. And this one is it's a 55-cent buy-in with 7 people max. Right now, first place is making about $8 on this one. Yes, so I over COVID actually started playing online because you can't go out, you can't go anywhere, you can't do anything, right? And I play a ton of tournaments. Last month in June, I played 254 tournaments and made 19 final tables. Now, not all those tournaments made were final table eligible. I would have to guess that 230 of them were. So if you can do the math, 19 tables divided by 230, what is that, like 9%, something like that? Let's say, argument's sake, let's say 10%. I'm final tabling about 10% of my tables. So that's from a poker perspective, that's pretty good. I'm not good at poker. I'm not gonna lie, buddy. Either am I. Either am I. Roulette is my game of choice. As it turns out, I don't know shit about these things. If you're gonna play a game in a casino, a game of chance in a casino, you should play roulette. But you have to establish your bankroll and make one bet. All your money should go on red or black. Doesn't matter which one it is. If you win or lose, you never set foot into a casino again. Right? Roulette, the red or black, is the very best odds of winning. But after that, you're absolutely going to lose. In Europe, there's only one green square. In American or North American style roulette, there's 2 green, which absolutely changes the odds. So, blackjack. Yeah, I used to play some blackjack. I like playing blackjack. I used to do some. I want to think I was a card counter, but I'm not. My buddy Who Cares, he actually is a card counter. He's not allowed to play blackjack in several. Well, he's not allowed to play blackjack in the city because he's a card counter. So it's a real thing. Yep. Hopefully sooner than they say, but you never know with Blizzard. I'm excited to see my mage augmented of Ochre. Right? Those that are not paying, or welcome into the stream for those that are just coming in. Elrex is talking about World of Warcraft. They're in a major patch download today. They were supposed to be started at like 7 o'clock this morning, and they go until 4 o'clock this afternoon. So they've actually added another hour to their time frame. Sometimes they're done a little bit earlier, but not usually. Right? It's Blizzard. I have actually switched over Elrix and started playing a tank. I don't know, probably like 6 months ago, because of Fazgaz Has Jazz. I started a bear tank. He just makes that look so easy, doesn't he? He's just so good at it. Oh, I switched over and made a bear tank, just because. We cannot make a shot here. Yeah, we can. And I'm really enjoying playing that thing. More than I thought I would. Yeah, more than I thought. So we're all in here. Yeah. So we get rid of another one. We're at 6 of 17 here. Now I'm first out of 16. So we just got to cruise here a little bit. So he should do the right thing here, just check. So there's actually a strategy of doing this, right? That's a terrible, terrible play, right? He doesn't have a draw to hit that. And because it's a dry side pot, he and I could just check it down, check it down, check it down with a more of a chance of taking that guy out. Because that's the goal, is to lose people along the way, right? Anyway, uh, so that's some strategy there. Let's come back over here real quick. What do we got going on over here? Oh, we've got 3 minutes still on that. So this is what people are doing all day today. I open up my Twitch stream to see where people are at, what they're doing, what they're playing at, and I mean, people are still streaming for sure. They're just everyone's like, I'm doing this until WoW is up. Only up. I'm not sure what game that is, but that's what it's called. Only up until. This guy's been a little bit of a D. So we're just going to keep going. Yeah, yeah. When I was in university, I actually worked in a casino in the poker room. So I've played. I know a little bit about poker. I played poker a little bit. We're just going to save chips here. I don't think he has any of that, but we're going to save chips here. This is a terrible plan here. um, what do we have over here? Yeah, so it's just kind of a lazy day today. Not too much going on. Just kind of do, right? Ooh, look at that. That's 80-20. Uh-oh. And we lose another one. So now we're... And Mrs. Frostmage is just texting me. Mrs. Frostmage asked me to do something for her, and so I tried. And she's like, oops. She left something here. So I do some work for her. I help her out and do stuff. And so I did it for her as she requested, and she forgot what she was supposed to take. Yeah, she forgot to take it with her. This morning she just texted me. It's like, crap. Told you. Anyway. I like playing five numbers, so it's lower risk, higher reward, and I can play longer. The way I see it, if I go into a casino, whatever money I'm using, I'm willing to lose and won't take more out. Yeah, my understanding is you should, if you're going to play, that is the correct play. Uh, I don't see an extension. Oh yeah, what class? I don't see the extension. You're talking about what is this one? We're gonna play this one. The extension. What is this? Mine is still saying until 3 p.m. PDT, right? Which is Pacific Standard Time, Pacific Daylight Time. That's on the WoW portal, I guess. right? When you log in to see who your friends are, your name, and blah, 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 the rest of it. But someone actually just posted, I thought it was on Faz's, maybe that's not right. Yeah, maybe it was Faz, actually. Where's the bear? Well, so this is, who's this, Morningstar? Is that who that is? I don't know. We'll be performing a scheduled break Tuesday. Oh, that's August 2nd. Oh, that's way back. Oh no, here's another one. We'll be performing performance break. Oh, he scribbled it out is what it is. What a dick. Oh, okay. He's just being funny. Okay, sorry about that. He posted one. It says until 4 p.m. I didn't look at the time. It's Shadowlands is what it says across the top. I didn't even see that. All right, this shit is just ridiculous. Oh, here's another one. Till 6 p.m., 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. Again, it's still Shadowlands. And then there's another one where they scribbled out the typed out August 2nd, and he hand wrote in July 1st, or July 7th, 11th. Sorry, July 11th. That's awesome. What a guy. Oh, yeah, what class? I'm playing a Bear Druid. Uh, and I find that I get into a lot of keys like really quick, like just that quick. With my mage, it just takes a little bit longer to play, right? I love it. It's awesome. We are just folding around to all of our different tables here. Just fold, 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 fold. Oh, we lost a table here. It got moved. Well, that's what it is. Let me find my table here. 1 second. Should be that one. Excellent. This is huge, right? We are second place out of 11. So first place gets paid the exact same amount as 10th place. So we don't care what position we're in. Right, we don't care which position when we're just pushing this guy. He's going to run out his time because he wants to make the money, and he's on the bubble, right? So that's why he does that. Only Up is a great streamer game. I want Faz to play it. Viewers just want to see people fall through. I don't know. Yeah, right. I have not heard of that game. I don't know which game that was, but clearly I was watching other people play it, and I'm like, that's interesting. I really want to take a shot at this guy, so we're going to call this off. This is not a good call. I don't recommend that one. But I really want to shot at this guy. This is the lowest guy in the tournament, and there's another guy shorter, and then this guy. So we're in between here, right? Really want to take this guy who's kind of being a wiener. All right, let's. These ones are just fold, fold, fold all the way around, right? That's all we're doing here. This one's getting a little bit closer here. What's this one? Yeah, this one here is getting a little bit closer. Yeah, there we go. There's 212 people in this tournament. There's 218. There's 131 left. Oh, we switched over as well. We're out of the rebuy period. Now we're into out of the rebuy. Yeah, 7 people are going to make money in this one. There's 24 people, so we're going to have to do some work here. This is what it is. Plays itself. What we got over here? Okay, so let's come back over here. So we mark that down. So I placed third in that position, and I won a 55-cent ticket. So I can now use that 55-cent ticket, 55-cent ticket to buy in something else. So it only cost me, what did I say, 11 cents or something like that. So give me 1 second. I'm going to write that down. 54 placed third. So this doesn't count as... So even though I placed third, which counts as which is final tabling, it doesn't count as a final table, which is part of that number I said before. 254 tournaments is how many tournaments I played last month. It counts as playing 255 tournaments. What the hell is going on with my mouse? Rolling over there. So that was a troll from that screenshot from Shadowlands. Yeah, for sure it was. I just wasn't paying that close attention to it, obviously, because it said Shadowlands. And once I see the Shadowlands part, I know right away, oh, what a dick. Funny, though. He got me in it. I thought it like, holy smokes, we got another hour on here? What, I got another 2 hours? I just saw the 2 hours when you were asking about it. All right, so it's about another 3 hours. No, 2 hours still. So it's okay. It just is what it is. We got lots of tournaments to play. What we're going to look for. Oops, what's happening over here? Slide this way. Slide this over here. So you can see that I have different tables here, and these mean like the tabletops. These mean different things actually. I actually had a note on this guy here, which is exactly what I thought he would be calling down with, which is good. You can see that I have a note. I actually don't have a note here. I just have a color scheme for this guy. Yeah, which it played itself out. It's good. Oh yeah, everyone likes spears right now. I'm really hoping Mage is at least good now. Stelks has been playing Mage, and he says it's just not so. Really hoping these changes are huge. It sounds like this isn't really my shit. I don't really pay that close attention to the different changes. Some people can and do make adjustments to the changes before the patch comes out. I'm not one of those guys. I went and looked at the blue screen from Wowhead, and I'm not gonna lie, that sucker was about that long, like 12 inches of notes. It was crazy how much notes they had about the change for Frostmage, right? So they went through each of the different classes and said these are the different changes that are coming through. As it turns out, Hunter happened to be right above us, right above Mages. They had one line of changing. There must have been, I don't know, probably 60 lines of change for Mages, and then 60 to 80 lines of change for Frostmage. There was a lot. I think the major impact that's happening is going to be loss of Rune of Power. Rune of Power is obviously really good uptick for mages, because you drop your Icy Veins and then start pew-pewing, and then when the Icy Veins runs out, then you run into your Rune of Power, and then you'll be downtime for a little bit, and then Icy Veins will be up again, right? Sorry, itchy ear there. So that's kind of the downside of that. It does say that you'll be able to compensate for that. They're going to increase the amount of damage you do by 15%. Somewhere in that range. It might be 10%, 15%, something like that. And that'll be to compensate for that. So, I mean, I'm still going to be playing my mage for sure. But I'm going to switch over to and do some more. So now I got KSM and AOTC. Right? I got KSM running with AOTC last week. last week, I think it was, or the week before, running with Faz on the Wednesday heroic runs. And over the last 3 weeks, I think I only had 22 pulls on the boss. I didn't, like a month ago, I didn't have enough. It was like 4:30 or something like that, which wasn't enough to get in to heroic Sark. So I sat out, and I worked for the next week and got in there. And I think I only got like 3 or 4 pulls with them that first week. It was just not enough damage. And he says this, right? Faz is straight up with what it is. Bring your flasks, bring your personals, but you need to be 435 or higher because you're just going to get one shot by just the mechanics. And I still get some of that one shot, but it's less and less as I get higher and higher in IO, right? So I sat out, and then another week comes by, and I got another 4 pulls in. I got another week goes by, and another 6 pulls or something like that. And the following week, we got it down. It was awesome. Third, easy clap. Yeah, right? Yeah, easy. What? Oh, third. Yeah, right? Easy. Yeah, for sure. You're talking about the tournament. What name are you talking about? You talking about this name? Shh. Maybe I should cross that off so people can't see that. Most people don't know what that is, so that's too funny. I'm glad that you noticed that. Poker people, they all understand that right away. They all know what that means, right? But non-poker people, so my name is Love JK Off, right? So JK is a poker hand. It's a poker term. It's Jack. It means for Jack and a king. So we refer to hands as offsuit, which means this is an offsuit. Like the deuce is not the same as the 8. 2 different suits. If it were the same suit, like if there were both of these were clubs or both of these were spades, it would be suited, right? Suited and offsuited. Suited and not. So this is a 10-3 offsuit. So when you have Jack King off, love jacking off, love jacking off. That's what it is. Oops, let's come over to this one because it's this table. Sorry, my bad. 9 out of 17 right now. I'm 9th out of 17 people. 7 make the money, so that'll be a final table. You make the final table, you make the money. Ooh, first prize is 666. Oh, that's awkward. And we have a buy-in, so we need like $1.10 on this one. Yeah, we need to make the money to make the money. Make the money to break even on this one. What is this over here? And we made the cutoff on this one. So let's update the results. $240 and 36. Let's see if we have. Oh yeah, okay. So the bear tank, yeah. Last week, people were talking about some of the people that I run with, some of my friends. We were talking about the changes because they pulled it up, and he was talking to me about the changes that were going on because he also plays Frost Mage, and was sharing with me. I'm like, oh, that's gonna be huge. I don't want to do that. I'm just gonna play some of my. Okay, so I got KSM in the AOTC. In that conversation, I'm going to switch back over and do some gold farming, I think. It's passive. I can play poker while I do. No rune will be so huge. Yeah, right? Because I find I have to drop that thing, and you're losing DPS by having to use that thing. So if they're increasing the damage to comp, like even if it's 10%, if they're increasing the damage to compensate for the lack of rune, that'll help it out for sure. But as a DPS, it sometimes don't always get in there. But as a tank, oh man, I'm always in there. And as Faz said in one of his streams, Why is that? You can't see it, but my screen is all yellow on my... What side of this thing is all yellow? It's very strange. So this is going to be actually a tight fold here. Right? Lots of people play this hand. Lots of people... Lots of people play this hand and think it's good, but you're actually really in big trouble with that. It's just an easy fold here. Aren't they making Encounters Flow a permanent buff or something? I do believe I saw that as well. I used, like 100 years ago, I used to run Encounters Flow. I think it switched over from something you actually use to becoming a passive. So let's just look that shit up. It's just the way it is. Just give me 1 second here. Wowhead Blue Post. Let's see what they say. Twitch drops? No, that's not it. Hot fixes? Hey, boo boo. These are discontinued folds. Feedback, Augment Ruins, community event. Fracture in Time. Okay, so this is the one we're looking for. Fractures in Time content notes. Where is it hot? It's not hot fixes. Recent news. The Invoker Guide. I cannot find it here. View all. How about that? It's got to be on here, right? When did this thing come out? This past week? 5 hours community event. Content update notes. View the full article. Okay, there we go. I just didn't click it far enough. Feral Druid. Yeah, so then you just go to find this thing, right? So Mage, Ice Cold, which I still use, right? I use that actually a fair amount with the Ice Block. So I get 2 ice blocks per fight, typically. Arcane, Fire, down to Frost. Winter's Blessing. Your haste is increased by 8%. Gain 10% more of the haste stat from all sources. It tells you where to find it. Cryopathy. Each time you consume Fingers of Frost, the damage, a Ray of Frost. So that's coming back. They found a way to use that. I used to use Ray of Frost when I first started playing Frost Mage and realized it was kind of shit. So I never played it, never used it. But now we'll have to go back and use that. What's this one? Icy Veins grants 10 stacks instantly. That's good. Coldest Snap. Cone of Cold. I'm looking for that... I'm looking for it. I'm not gonna lie. Still trying to play cards here. Thermal Void. Increase Icy Veins. Ray of Frost. Icy Veins. Reduced to 2 minutes rather than 3 minutes. So that's huge. You might be able to, if you're doing the right kind of damage, get Icy Veins down, because I think you only get it for 20 seconds or so, right? When you pop Icy Veins, you get the haste and whatnot for 20 seconds. If you can do enough damage in that time, you can reduce the timing of it, get more. That'll be huge. Frost Bolts, Frost Orb, Frozen Orb, Slick Ice. I might be looking at the wrong thing here, but this is looking under Frost specific, so I'll have to go back. What was this? Okay. Aren't they making, yeah, I remember that run. I really wanted you to stay and get it. And I did. Yeah, I did. Yeah, for sure. I had a couple deaths in there as well, but I mean, Saxman, right? The Saxman is the strat that, and Vaz has been using that forever. Go and look at it a couple, 3 times. and I think I streamed it on that. One of the comments that other people were making in through observation is when we start off on the right side there and we move left, we shouldn't actually move left. We should move in like an arc. That would be a better move. That's a better bait of the pools. So just back up in like a U shape, so the pools get dropped on the backside, and then put a marker on one of the range guys. One marker on the melee, one marker on the range. Ooh, that is such a good fold on my part. Ooh, but I would have, well, you can't be results oriented, but I would have hit that thing, obviously. Lost it there. Yes. But by and large, it's not that I was messing up mechanics. Right? And my DPS wasn't the greatest. Still isn't, but it's not that I'm dying to stupid shit, right? I may be dying to other people's stupid shit, but I'm not dying to my own stupid shit. All right, what do we got here? Let me just come back. This is a big one right here. 108 left. Right, we're in 69th place. There's 108 people left in the tournament. 47 are making the money, so we're about halfway through. That's an easy fold. Let's take a message. We'll be right back. After these messages, we'll be right back. We're just all in. We're just not at this point. Just is what it is. Oh, thank you. Oh, yay! I might make a mage if they're fixed. Alts are so easy to maintain now with vault gear at 447. Yeah, I have 4 alts at 439 plus. My lock is like 435. It's nice. I can just play what I want when I want and push my main. Yeah, absolutely. Like that's like one of the great things, right? For sure. I will be back in just a couple of minutes. Mrs. Frostmage just sent me a message. Let me just find out when she's going to be here. What's this one? Oh, so we're in 12th place. We're in dead last in this tournament. Let's get to open up a table here and see where we're at. So we're all in, right? We have middle pair. He may have a 6. All right, he may have a jack. He doesn't have a jack though. Otherwise, he would have jammed there. We are just trying to Mrs. Frostmage, those things that she forgot, she's actually coming back for, and that's a huge double up. Huge. Jellyman, 20 minutes, she says. So that'll be right in the right time. I'll be right back. I just gotta run over here. Get some. I'll be right back. So as I said, Mrs. Frostmage is actually on her way home. This is one of the things that I do, that I make. This is actually a back massager, which I'm going to use right now. I make these and then sell them to Mrs. Frostmage's company, and then she sells them to Alberta Health Services and other individuals. Yeah, with Orb and Blizzard, right? Yeah, there's huge changes. Yeah. So Mrs. Frostmage obviously needs this today, and she's actually on her way home to get it. So we've got to wrap this up for her. So this is a thing I do in the winter time, actually. So this pack here is the last ones that I have. I don't have any more after this. So I make these things up I buy the pipe and I take them out to Mrs. Frostmage's farm, cut everything, set them all up. And then in the winter months, then I put all these little balls on the end of them. And then I sell them to her company in batches of 10 at a time. What I do here. And so a lot of occupational therapists order these things. I mean, I know what I make them for, and then Mrs. Frostmage obviously sells them through her company. She gets some money off of it as well. There we go. So those are done now. Yay. Right back. DeBear fan, welcome in. How you doing, young sir? Just a little poker while we're still hanging out, waiting for WoW to do its thing. There's a shout out for DeBear fan. Go check him out. He's part of the Good Cause Crusade group. They do raise funds for a couple different charity events, mostly for St. Jude's Hospital, which is for like a children's hospital, right? Which is fantastic. So whenever DeBear fan streams, this could be a good one here. Oh, you probably can't see that one over there. I try to give a promo, a shout, and to that group. I try to help support them as much as I can. I mean, Get Creme Delish is on there, and Chef Steve, Lulu, Kitchen Party. She's from Edmonton, which is just a couple hours north of where I live. I mean, she's awesome. Right? So, anyway, we help support as best as we can with that. I made the final table, so we're going to change over to a red table here. This is big. This is monster. This is huge. 36. Just putting this in my note that I'm in final table. That's big, as it were. Excuse me. Let's go find that table now. It should be. There we go. That's the two final tables we got going on. I may have to sit out and run downstairs. We just went all in on this one. 48 of 85 left. Let me just look out the window real quick. I'll be back in like 2 minutes. I got to run downstairs and drop these off to Mrs. Frostmage. I'll be back in 2 minutes or less, just sitting out of every table. Oh, that was good timing. Went down. Whew. Smart, sell them to Mrs. Frostmage, and then Mrs. Frostmage sells them to the people. So we both up and down the stairs and out to the car. To both make money. Yeah, absolutely, right? Those are awesome. I've had a Theracane for over 20 years. Yeah. Right. So I just Googled Theracane. I actually never heard it called that before, but yeah, there's different types on here. And the Theracane at Amazon. They're all kind of S shapes and they got different knobs on the end and they do different things, right? So $40, 31. I'm assuming this is Canada, so these are all Canadian prices. There's one for $9. That's AliExpress, so that's from China and whatnot. Yeah, that's exactly right. They're awesome. So during COVID, I was actually laid off from my job. And I went and worked as a drug dealer for Mrs. Frostmage. She works in a pharmacy, so I went and delivered. Prescription drugs for her, right? And as I would go to some people's houses and drop off their medications, their prescriptions, older people typically, some of these people have the stuff in their house, right? and some of my friends who also work in like IT, laying in fiber optics into people's homes and whatnot. So they're walking through their house, they're seeing different things. Like they took a picture of the shepherd crook there, and oops, oh that's the wrong one. That's fine. Taking a picture of the shepherd crook, and then they sent a picture of me, so they're seeing my product out there as well, which is awesome. That's great, right? It's obviously works well. 5 years or so ago, we have a lot of outdoor markets in Calgary because it's cold here, right? So when we get outside, and it's nice enough to be outside for 3 or 4 months at a time, we really try to take advantage of these things. So we have no, I have a it's on a 3 minute delay because I'm on a poker stream. That's why. That's good. No 10. No, an ace. And I'm out of that tournament. Well, so I got it in good, and he luck sucked out. So that just is the way it is. We'll take it for the win. In poker, you typically have it on a delay. Um, some people put it live, but then they cover up their cards. And there's nothing wrong with covering up your cards. That's just not how I roll. That's just not what I do. That's not what I want to do. So I just run it without a delay. There we go. This is our last tournament here. So let's go find some more tournaments while we're playing. We will jump into this one. So just for the record, we've played, including this one, we moneyed in the second tournament. So I'm at 66% in the money so far, and we're not sure what's happening with this one just yet. That's pretty good. Sunday Party Sub Feeder. This is the one we're going to play here. Okay, so what's happening with this one? It's 0.55. There's 18 in this. Yeah, I got you too. Sorry, Alrex. Sorry, the Bear fan. Yeah, probably should have mentioned that. All right, that's important. When I play WoW, I don't do it, right? But when like it's just there's no reason to not have a gap, a break when you're in there. Oh, we got 6 outs, or 5 outs we're avoiding here, and we hold up, so we get a full double up on this. That's awesome. This is needed. This is a oops. Where did it go? Got rid of that table right away. That's awesome. So we're in second place out of 13. That doesn't matter a whole lot. We're about halfway through. But this is important, right? It's a 55-cent tournament. The 20 people will make it into this 330. So I played this tournament a couple weeks ago. I spent 55 cents, and I made it in the top 20 here. So I got a $3.30 ticket. Which automatically pushes you into the next tournament. I played the $3.30 tournament, and I finished at the top there as well. So I won a $16 from this 55-cent tournament. I won a $16.50 tournament, and then I got pushed into the next tournament, and I won a $109 ticket off of my 55-cent investment. First place in that tournament was about $13,000. So 55 cents into $13,000 is pretty good. Unfortunately, I did not money in that tournament. But that's how it plays. That's how it rolls. That's how it goes. I don't play a lot of these Saturday tournaments But Monday, Tuesdays, I typically play a bunch of these things until Sunday, Saturday. Like I try not to stream too much. Like Sunday is the worst because all these big tournaments. Where is it here? I will play and play and play until I get this $109 ticket to play on Sunday, and then I'll stream. I was like, what? Wait. Yeah, it's just 55 cents, but it's so cheap to do it, right? And I played fairly well, right? As I said, I played last month, I played 254 tournaments and I moneyed 19. But of those 254, 20 of them were these type of tournaments, right? I won that 55-cent ticket earlier on when I placed third. That counts as a tournament played. But even though I finished in third, it doesn't count as a final table. So it's better to get not these ones off and just add the ones that count as final tables. So about 230 tournaments equated into final tables, and of the 230, 19 were final tabled. That's like 9%. That's a really, really big percentage for poker players. Like that's really high. So anyway, that's too much about that. Let's keep going here. What do we got over here? We're all in over here. There's 51, we're 51 out of 70 people in this tournament. We're all in with pocket jacks. This guy may call, especially because he's under the gun. He may call. Yeah. So 69 people left in this tournament. I think 47. Yeah, 47 make the money in this. So we've got to lose another 20 people in this tournament. Yeah. Right. Yellow is I've got a note on this guy. Or this is actually just a label system. It's not a note system. If you see colors on these guys, it's just a labeling system. Sometimes you'll have a little mark right about here where it shows where I wrote something about this guy. But it just gives me, because I play a lot against this guy, it just gives me a heads up how he plays, what he's played. I just marked down some unusual hands. When he played a hand very trickily, if that's a term. You're like, that's a bit odd to play like that. Very strange. But it was enough that it caught my attention. I write it down. Like outside of this guy, actually, I've played with all of these guys a fair amount, and I played with this guy just once or twice. Let's come back over here. This is going to be a bit painful. 46 out of 69. 240 runners in this. 240 players started this tournament. We're down to 69. And of those 69, 47 are going to make the money. Let's jam it all in there. We're assuming we missed the nine outs. We just want to take it down, right? We don't want any more cards to show up. We hit it, no overcards, we get out of the way. Ooh, what happened here? What happened here? Something's happened there. 1, 2. Didn't know what happened there. We got a gut shot jack on this one. Not going to be too aggressive with it. Have a drink of water is what we're going to do. Let's see, maybe we can find another tournament to play. 3 would be good. Oh yeah, we'll play this one. We'll get into a third tournament. I guess we're actually going to be on break as well, so that's good timing. All right, we're going to take just a couple of minute break while I get set up on the next one. Hyper. What's this one? Bounty Hunter 8 Max. It's a hyper tournament, so this is going to be a little bit oof. 33. And what's this one's 38. All right, we're going to take a quick break. I'll be back in just a couple minutes. 109 is huge, right? Especially for 55 cents. Yeah. Yeah, it's huge. Yeah. Right back, and we'll continue on with that thought process in just a couple minutes. All right, we're back at it. Welcome back, guys. I forgot to bring up this table here. It's a 33 center. This one. Servers are up. What? Well, I guess playing this for a little bit till we're done. A lot of folds happening here. A lot of, right? Going around and around and around. Excuse me. Well, no, I'm going to be left behind. That's okay. It's not going to be the first time that that's occurred. Let me pull up. Oh, that's a lot of updates on CurseForge. Let's hit update all. It'll just kind of do its own thing in the background. There we go. Might get a lag spike here in just a second. Just one moment. There we go. I'm going to turn that off and then restart it here. Where is my WoW? There we go. Just restarting some of the stuff in the background. Your servers are up? Mine still says it got down till 3 o'clock. Go check it out. Let me know. We want to know. Yeah, so before the break we were talking about this tournament, right? So this, is this the right one? No, that's not the right one. Yeah, so this tournament here, bought him for 55 cents and just play it out, right? And get to the conclusion playing for buy into a $109 tournament for 55 cents is monster. That's huge. And if you win that, you'll get a sponsorship from Party Poker, because they'll be able to track and they'll go, what? You did what? You went from 55, you bought him for 55 cents to winning $13,000. Like, that's just monster huge for those guys, right? Like, that's such a big boost. And from a streamer standpoint, they'll give you, I don't know, let's say $10,000 to stream. Right? So, but that's not the biggest tournament I played, right? I did the same sort of thing before. This guy's drawing dead now, which is awesome. I did the same sort of thing last, I don't know, October, November, something like that, where it was playing in a $1,000 tournament. Yeah, I won a ticket into a $1,000 tournament doing the same sort of thing, right? So I had to play, I think, 4 or 5 tournaments or some shit like that. It's absolutely crazy. Yeah, it's that one there. I just cover up my name. It's second place, and I won a $1,000 ticket. Which is huge. And that's what I had for dinner that night. That's what I made. I think that one might be on my Instagram down below. Yeah, so it's a cheap way to get into tournaments, right? Which is awesome, which is fantastic. Where did my thing go? There we go. Okay, back at it. Well, we just got 3 tournaments on the go. Let's update some of these ones. We got the Cicernos. Cicero. What is this one? This is the sub feeder. 38 people in the sub feeder. We got 55 in this one. Should have 240 in the top one. So we've got 3 tournaments on the go. Oops. So it has taken a while. This one we're at we were at 69 before, right? We had to get down to 47, so we had to lose 20 people. We've only lost 7. No, we've only lost 6 in the last 20 minutes or so. I'm 45th place out of 63. That's my laundry saying it's done. Out of 43, sorry, I'm 45th out of 63 people, and 47 make the money. So it's going to be slow, 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 and then it'll speed up and it'll slow down again. So we're still actually in the slow. I think tournaments, poker tournaments, are split into 4 parts, right? Now, whether that's true or not is up for debate, but I think that there's 4 portions of it. And the point being is that we are ending the first phase. Or no, we've already ended the first phase. So no, we're in the first phase still, even outside of the table change here. It's fairly slow, fairly slow. It's actually going to start speeding up here very quickly. And then it'll go slow again, and it'll just speed up. It's slow up until you make the money, right? So what I say in this tournament, 47 make the money. So when it hits about 55 people, which is like 6 people from now, it'll start going faster and faster, and people will it'll go slow, 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 slow. Other people will be really aggressive and try and start accumulating lots of chips, and you'll see a lot of people betting to steal the chips from the low stacks. At this table, this guy here and I happen to be the low stacks, because they'll just start hammering to get rid of people, right? What's happening over there? And then once the money bubble hits, then all those people that don't have any chips left, boom, they'll drop all their shit, right? They'll just all in, because they don't have anything else to do, right? They don't have enough chips. They only got like 2 blinds or something, because for them, just making the money is enough. And then it'll slow down again, and it'll do the same thing when you get to the final table. Area 52 is huge, meaning Area 52 is up. I still got a notice on mine saying that it's not up. Let's hit the play button, see what happens. The launch. Not disagreeing here, Elrix. Just my notice says it's still up there. Oh, what does this say? You're running a new version of the game and have out of date. Disabling is okay. Well, that's awesome. That's up. Go get it. I will be on shortly here. Obviously, I'm still playing in the hand, so I can't get out of the way, right? We're just folding around, folding. Can't expect too much more than that. We got a King 10. This is an absolute trash hand. Mrs. Frostmage and I and our friends, they openly mock me about this hand. I just don't care. If the king, mine is up as well. Yeah, I just checked it, mine as well. So that's awesome. I don't know about playability just yet, but with the tournaments going on, I will get to it. I did raise under the gun. Yeah, I'm not folding here. It just is what it is. 655, 59. He hit it. That's awesome. Drawing dead. That's good. He needs that. So I can see that I just switched place there, but I'm not folding that. He's under the gun. It is what it is. Oh, that's deliciousness. Well, Elric's, get on there. Go check out your augmented evoker. Tell me what I should be looking at. I have an evoker, but I mean it's still like 54 or something like that. I don't play it. This is a trash hand as well. Don't play those ones. Especially now with 58 people, right? 47 make the money, so we got to lose 11 people. I could start pushing a little bit here, but in fact, maybe I should do that. I go out, I guess. Don't tell who cares, because he will absolutely disagree. So we're just stealing some blinds here, which is what I said was going to happen. I got to start betting more of these type hands. Either one of these two guys could actually wake up with a good hand here. This guy would be much more difficult, because if he called off 20 and lost, he would only have 7 bigs. It would be decimating for the guy. This guy, on the other hand, he could call half and lose half of his stack. So we would just switch chip places more or less. But most people don't like to do that. All right, well, so we just moved out of the rebuy period. So I switched the tabletop color. Okay, so let's come back over here. Oops, not this one. Some minor changes happening here. This you can see that it's now switched over to the bubble. Right, so we're just on the bubble now. So now when this happens, because we still, right, it says 47 people get paid, 56 left, so we have to lose 9. Now people will start attacking here, right? Because people don't want to go out the bubble. They want to make the money. Everyone wants to make the money, right? That's where the money is. So they'll start attacking over and over and over here. We just happen to have that ace-3 with these two guys. We put pressure on those two guys. Oops, I totally was talking about this table. This is the bubble here. And put pressure on those guys. This one here, we're actually 9th place out of 44. So we're doing quite well. Even though we lost, like doubled this guy up, he's given away a bunch of chips. So we were 38 people, 43 people, and we jumped to 74 in minutes because people just buy in at the last second and then jam 2 or 3 hands in a row to try to double up. So it's easy to play against those guys as well. I love playing against those guys. We're just kind of moving around, moseying. Right. So I have a bunch of history with this guy. Put some pressure on the guy. We're also over here. Same. Let's put some pressure on that. Gonna come back to this one. We have ace queen, so we're gonna put some pressure on there. This is unusual because now he led out. This guy led out. He called and then he led. That's unusual. He should lead again, probably for 12. No, why is he checking here? Yeah, that doesn't make any sense at all. This one is huge, right? So we have pocket nines, which is a fairly decent hand, but we open folded this, right? Because of exactly what I was talking about before, about wanting to make the money here. This hand has about a 70% chance of an overcard coming on the flop. It's got to be close to that anyway. Let me take a look. Right back. So here's a book of Caro's most profitable hold'em advice. Right? I bought this 100 years ago. On page 23. Page 23, right there. Says that, and it's called the Table of Misery. You can probably look this up, Caro's Table of Misery. When you have pocket nines, there's a 69.3, 70% chance of an overcard coming. So the problem is when you jam with pocket nines, you're never going to get a better overpair to fold, which means you're 80-20. And you're going to find it extremely difficult to lose ace king, ace queen, ace jack. So they have 6 outs now to hit. Right? I rarely lose the kicker war. This is one of those ones as well. Right? I'm putting these guys to the test. Right? It's going to be difficult for them to call. We should get all the money here. Yeah. So we've lost one here. Yay! And so this is exactly what happens, right? So this happens to be a 60% chance. I was just trying to steal here. This is what happens. You're never going to lose this. And this guy luck sucks here to take that. So now we have to rebuy into this tournament. Right? Ace 3, the worst hand on there. Sucks it out. Just is what it is. You don't get mad, you don't get upset, you just... Oh, I'm already watching. Oh. That's going to leave a mark, I suspect. That is too funny. Too funny. What did we finish here? 200 something. We finished in the 53rd. Too funny. Hello, who cares? Welcome in, buddy. Welcome in. What do we got over on this one here? Because we lost out somewhere along the way. This is what's going on. It's like, look at this shit that they're just calling with. I love it. So I knocked out 2 of these guys. I got 23 on this one. This is a bounty. I didn't realize this was a bounty tournament. 100 now. And got a bounty of 23, so that's good. We got 73 in this one. Oops, what's this one? Okay, there we go. Who cares is a great friend of mine, one of my best friends ever. and he and I have been friends for 20 years. He and I actually met over the poker table. I do believe that he was actually like a houseman, which is like the management of the poker room that I was playing at when I first started playing poker. Didn't know anything about it and all the rest of it. And a little bit of time goes on, and we just sat and chatted and talked about this, that, the other thing. I mean, certainly knowledgeable in the game, way more than I ever was and am about it. And we end up sitting and chatting about this, that, the other thing, poker, obviously. And I think, as these things are ought to do, hey, do you want to go like sit and chat about this stuff in a little cafe over here? Or whatever it is, right? Which was like, let's go have a beer. And we just started hanging out, right? And for me, personally, I think when you have interests outside of and a part of what is that brought you together, that's when the friendship happens, right? Horrible vaults for you, Elrex? Uh-oh. I haven't checked mine yet, but I will be there shortly. So if you go have a beer with someone, right? If you socialize with them outside of work, if you socialize with them outside or away from the poker room, the poker table, that's the friendship, right? I mean, I go over, and Who Cares and I want to try and get some beers with this guy this week, by the way. Who Cares? Sunday. Because I do believe that's supposed to be shit weather all week. It's supposed to rain for the rest of the week. It's 1:20 now. Oops. So we did switch over to this table as well, right? We're out of the rebuy period. What do we got here? 107 people. We got 73 here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think we're played 7 tournaments today. You know what? Who cares? Do you remember what that thing is called? The tournament one? You know, where we were changing the colors and so we could track along the bottom? I went looking for it, and I couldn't remember where I saved it. It was in my stream thing as a web page, or if it was just a... Oh, here. Jeez, this is what I was looking for. Oh, it's because the display doesn't work anymore. Yeah, I'm looking at this poker display. When I hit the refresh, it doesn't come up anymore. I don't know what happened here. Because I was playing a bunch, obviously, and then you went down to Vegas, and I didn't want to ask you about it then. So this has obviously been like more than a month that I haven't been using this thing, unfortunately. 254 tournaments is what I played last month, and I moneyed in 230 of them were ish, somewhere in that range, because I haven't counted all the numbers. 230 of them equated into a final table. Who Cares is one that shared this with me. And I final tabled 19 of them. So one of the things that I put at the bottom here, under where that black line is underneath, Who Cares designed a tracking system, so I can show you which ones it were. Steam poker display. The uptick here is that I'm in first place out of 27th. I am leading this chip stack. So it doesn't matter, we only need to make it down to 20, right? Top 20 get this $3.30 ticket. So we can move on to that one. This guy's such a weasel. Oh. This guy has a history of propensity of doing crap like that when you are when he luck sucks on you. So we're over here. Same thing, just fold, fold, fold. 21 out of 54. This one over here. There's Who Cares. let's get rid of that one. Not that one, I say.
Your lack of faith disturbing.
That was not the one I was looking for. That's that when I went out there.
No!
That's what I was looking for. Good day, my friend. Good day. Yes, 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 it is. Absolutely. Who cares? Well, it looks fairly nice out right now. Oops, what happened there? Oops, let's open up this one here because this is... We're back over on this table. I mean, this is a big can. We're not folding here. Yeah, there we go. World of Warcraft was scheduled to be down until 3 p.m. Which would be at least another hour on their time, not ours. Right, so that would be 2 o'clock our time, so another 30 minutes, and they're up early. So Elrix and the Bear fan saying that they're up. So we're gonna finish these two tables off, at least open up the game so we can see where we're at. Let's actually close this off. We'll reload it. The message just went down for me just a moment ago. Find out who this is. Someone just asked for being a friend on my World of Warcraft. The People's Elbow. Nice. Drea's been off. Uh-oh. Big Spoon's been off for a year. Okay, that's no good. Drea's been gone for 3 months. Drew's been off for 5 months. So that means he's not running with that other group. That's awesome. Anyway, let's come back. Let's focus up. This is a difficult part of the game is to... Ooh, look, shiny. Ooh, look at this. Yeah, so because it's supposed to be shit weather for the rest of the week, I did talk to Mrs. Frostmage last night to see if we had any plans because she is in charge of our social calendar, and she has us here, there, and everywhere, lots of times, and there's nothing wrong with that, by the way. But just confirm with her if we had anything going on this weekend. She says that we don't, but that was only Monday night, right? Because we talked to her last night. So you never know what's going to happen here. Shit could change in a heartbeat. If we can get together, who cares? I'd love opportunity to get together on Sunday. If you're free, if you're available. Why Sunday? Because if it's supposed to be shit weather for the whole week, Sunday is actually the last day of Stampede. We live in Calgary. We have the Calgary Stampede going on right now, the greatest outdoor show on the planet. If we can get together on that, sit down on, we could like go down to 17th Avenue or something, right? Go down on 17th Avenue and drink some beers and sit in the patios. If who cares is amiable to that. We need well, that's not what we were looking for. We need like a jack or a 6 there. Well, that's going to leave a mark. Where are we at with this then? So we shoot down to somewhere else. Oh, I'm still in the lead here with 11 chips. Oh my god. That's how bad they play. I doubled up this guy and I doubled up Taurus, and I'm still in 11th place. Doubled this guy up, and he's in second place now. We gotta lose 20 because we need to win this 330 tournament. Might have to jump into. Well, let's see what happens here first. Tuesday. What does Mrs. Frostmage do on Tuesday? I think she's going for a walk with her girlfriend. Maybe tomorrow night. And then she's out on Thursday for lunch with our other friend, Lori. I don't know. We'll see what happens here. Who cares? He may not like this play, but we're doing it anyway. Just putting incredible pressure on these guys, right? This is that speeding up thing I was talking about before. Being in the chip lead or close to the chip lead, you can put pressure on all these guys. This is the only guy that's going to call here. Right? These guys they can't afford to take the risk and miss, whereas I can, which is why I called off twice against those guys, right? Because I can take a shot and miss. They can't. This guy has 0.3. He's hoping that he's going to lose 2 people in that time. I'm not even going to get the option to raise here unless this guy calls. If this guy calls, then we're doing the same thing. Just min raise and put him to the pressure. 2.4. So I'm risking 1.4, 1.5 to win. Yeah, right. I don't have. Oh, he has to hit. Not now, of course, but right. Then he hits it. So this is what it is. He gets 1.1. He's not even going to make it through the blinds here. So we just do the exact same thing. Rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. So what's this one? Right? We'll double this guy up again. This is what it is. Rinse and repeat over and over and over again. Keep going. We have second place. It doesn't matter that we're in second place, right? We just have to be in the top 20. There's 21 people left. So we just keep doing the same thing. These guys are both going to fold. And if they call, then they have to hit. They may have pocket kings, pocket aces, whatever the case may be, but it doesn't change anything. Right? He doesn't make it through because he has 0.4 and the small blind is this. He doesn't make it through the next hand. He has to hit 3 outs. Oh, there it is. He is the 3 out. Right? So it's twice he's done that. And we wouldn't change any of that, right? Because we're ahead both times. So you just want to keep doing the same thing over and over and over again. There's 4 tables on this one. Nice. Just over and over and over again. Keep going. Do 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 do. We're just hanging on this one. What do we got here? 20 make the money. We're in 36. We just haven't. We're trying. This is not quite the end of the rope here, right? With 8.7, but it's getting close to it. When we go all in, these guys will call. Right? So this exact thing that's happening on this table is happening over here, right? I'm just raising blindly against these guys because they can't afford to take a shot and miss, whereas I can. What happens if that? I mean, yeah, he's ahead here, but what if I had hit with my hand, right? He's out. He's out on the bubble, which is why it's so great. Just keep doing the same thing over and over and over again. This one here, I'm on that side. I'm in his position now because these guys are, well, these three guys are all going to call whatever I'm doing here. Right? He's going to do the same thing. He's going to fold here. He's just wasting time because the other tables, right? He's waiting for someone else to go out, but he's folding there for sure. This is just part of the game of what you do and why you do it, right? So, what's this over here? Oh, we don't have 7 tournaments there, do we? Right, just waiting for time. See, the problem is that every other table is doing the exact same thing, right? It's actually better for him to like play faster, to put more pressure on these two guys because he can outweight these two guys, right? So when he's wasting the time, the other guys are doing it. It's better to play more hands when you're running out of time rather than less hands. It's all good though. Doesn't matter. It is what it is. What is happening here? What's beeping at me? Excuse me. Oh, there we go. That's what I was looking for. Let's run an ad. I'll be right back. Got to play that ad in the background. All right, so let's put that up because I won second place, right? Someone went out. That's all they're doing is waiting. It doesn't matter that I finished second. Right? It only matters that I placed in the top 20. So 73, I placed second. This is part of that. I played in a tournament, but it doesn't really count towards the final amount there. So for today, I'm in for $3.08. I won tickets into $3.85 of tournaments, as well as I've moneyed $1.63. So when you add all those things up, it's what is that? 3.5, 380, 480, 550, somewhere in that range. So I'm up like 250 ish, right? But the benefit is obviously the cash, as Who Cares and I talk about. How much like can you take that money and go pay your rent? No, I can't, but with a 150 I can. But there's value to playing in the 55-cent tournaments and winning your way into $109 tournament. So this is what I said was going to happen. I mean, he just has so many chips, he's just not going to fold here, right? So now it's hit to win. I need him to hit 2 pair. And I'm out of this tournament. So that just is what it is. I don't mind that at all. It sucks that it happened that way, but that just is the way that it goes. 0.22. Okay, so let's get 0.22. That is going to be it for me because I'm going to go play some WoW. So I want to say thanks. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for being here. You guys enjoy. What we need is to get one of those end screens. Who Cares? Because I don't have an ending scene here. All right, let's go check out the vaults here. I'm not going to be streaming. I'm going to play here in just a couple minutes, but I'm going to actually jump into Discord with Who Cares if he's got just a couple minutes and we can chat it out. All right, you guys have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow. Still not drinking, right? Not drinking Monday to Friday or Monday to Thursday anyway. Because of my running, right? I'm trying to lose a little bit of weight and try to be better racing. So part of that is not drinking. So in terms of Mrs. Frostmage's weight loss program, I'm not in on that, but I want to support her. So if she's not drinking, I don't want to be a dick and be drinking beers when she's not allowed to drink. So it's something we can do together. It feels good. So I'm trying to support her in that. Apparently I do get several drinking days cheat days, as it were. So if we can find a better day, who cares? Maybe if you want to get together today, but I don't know. Kind of looks questionable out there. I'm going to jump into Discord, see if he's available, and we'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Thanks for hanging out.